Now, listen here, audience members, people of the listening and or viewing variety. We, a group of people, a collective, have established ourselves here upon this day to deliver a verdict, an assumption, a grand collective of ideas, an assortment of evidence of which we have gathered to surmise one conclusion. Is Knives Out a good movie? Find out on today's episode of the Cinestro Core. Roll the theme music, baby.
Run that shit.
The cast, it's your weekly gold mine. Stay tuned in, stay tuned in. They got the beats, got those comic spins. I stay tuned in, stay tuned.
Incredible intro, AZ.
That might be
Thank
one of the best intros we've had in recent memory. It was like Benoit Blanc was in the room.
I was about to say, I felt like Benoit Blanc was in the room with us.
The spirit of Daniel
really
Craig.
helps that both me and Daniel Craig cannot do that accent, so it really helps.
Oh, shit. That was so great. That was incredible. Well, welcome back to y'all's favorite podcast. You know who it is. You know what it is. Your boys are back to talk about, obviously, by our names. If you don't know, now you know. We're talking about Wake Up Dead Man. But first, I don't know what's our little news theme song.
Cinestro News Network.
Still working on that. We're still working on that theme song.
But yeah.
Here's a couple of things.
Here's a couple of bits of news. To start off, unfortunately, on a very somber note, Rob Reiner, creator of The Princess Bride, and his wife Michelle have tragically passed away in their home. I don't know as many of the details. I don't want, or at least I don't want to get like too grisly into them on the the podcast. But
I don't think we
tragically,
should focus on that. Yeah.
For the sake of the news bit, just understand that the details are extremely graphic, and that's not how we would want Rob to be remembered. Rob and Michelle. Let's remember Rob for the person he was, the incredible filmmaker, and just individual artist that he
filmmaker and activist. Very important to note.
Yes.
And I would also say, I believe, if I'm remembering this correctly, he did make Spinal Tap, right?
He did.
Yeah, which I think honestly is the biggest contributor to like the mockumentary comedy genre, giving you things like Parks and Rec, like landmark shows like The Office. Like, yeah, it was the first one, and I really think that probably is one of my favorite branches of comedy. And knowing that the pioneer of that is gone is unfortunate.
He's an icon. I mean, he's directed so many things. He's directed, Stand By Me, Princess Bride, A Few Good Men, When Harry Met Sally. He's just really kind of a staple when it comes to American filmmaking, and when it comes to Hollywood in general. And losing one of the greats, I think, in such a tragic manner is never good. But and this is sad. Thoughts to their family members, and wishing them all the best at such a hard time. But I think it's best to remember him for like the kind of, like we said, the artist that he is. Celebrate him by watching his movies and just realizing what an extraordinary artist, filmmaker, human, and activist he was. And may the family find peace in this dark time. It's always sad.
I will be doing a Rob Reiner rewatch soon, on top of my other 50 million rewatches I got going on.
I also got to rewatch Princess Bride. It's been a minute since I've seen that one.
Absolutely, bro. It's a banger. And speaking of bangers,
is this a banger? This is a banger in the same way that like a gunshot breaking up a conversation is. Like it's like
Well, I was gonna pivot to the one below that, but actually, you know what? That does kind of works too. I was gonna say, Banger Cinema is en route, bro. We might be getting saved next year. We might be seeing a brand new day.
If we're
speaking of brand new days, Spider-Man Brand New Day, will allegedly have the hand appear in the movie. I don't know how true that is.
I feel like
already
that's so much going on,
full.
though.
Yes.
That's so bloated.
There's a lot. There's a whole lot happening. Let's recap. We got the Punisher, the Hulk, Sadie Sink's mystery character who's more than likely going to be some type of. Anyway, I don't know. All our returning casts from the previous Spider-Man films. Spider-Man, potentially the symbiote. Who the fuck knows? Scorpion, thank you. Tombstone. Shit, there's so much going on. There's too much.
And on top of that, the hand. What are we doing?
This is like turning into the Avengers. They're saying it's going to be street level. It's
feeling like Spider-Man Endgame, and that doesn't feel like street level.
Spider-Man Endgame.
It's just at a point to where like the movie's so fucking bloated, it feels less like a Spider-Man movie like that caps off like a trilogy, or I guess a quadrilogy of some sort, or like starting a new trilogy. I don't know how they're doing the chronology of these movies. It's fucking confusing. But like it feels less like that and more like a cinematic equivalent of a turducken.
Bro.
Stuffed
like
into
they bought three different Lego sets and they just started putting them shits together.
This is already a prequel to Doomsday, right? It's gonna have like flashbacks or some horseshit like weaved into it. It just seems like
is it a prequel to Doomsday? Granted, do we know that?
It's supposed to be taking place like either like before
parallel or like
right in tandem, parallel, like somewhere into that. It's supposed to lead into Secret Wars, but like the thing is, like we're getting so much information about this movie before it even happens. And granted, we always say like take leakers and all those shits with a grain of salt, right? Because this could turn out
leaking.
This or Jesus Christ.
Damn thing.
Like this or anything else could be taken as just like completely made up fiction or just misinterpretation because it's a giant game of telephone. So maybe this is nothing. But if any of this manages to be true, I'm very interested to see if Marvel manages to make this seem cohesive. But we don't need the hand in this, dude.
My thing is like it can make sense up to like the Punisher being in there makes sense because if it's supposed to be street level, Punisher does operate to some extent on the street level.
The hand makes sense too, though. If
that's what they say. The hand would make sense, but we have the Hulk. We have fucking Scorpion. We have all types of other shit going too. I'm like, okay,
Scorpion makes sense too, though.
But what does the Hulk have to do with Spider-Man on the street level?
He's a Spider-Man villain.
The Hulk?
No, Scorpion.
I was talking about the Hulk. I said the Hulk. I said, why is the Hulk being parted? Like we're having all these moving parts.
The hand does deal with a lot of street level people, right? Because Daredevil does like Daredevil delves into mysticism around that side, and I always view the hand as more like supernaturally acquainted because they send like 1,000 guys after.
Isn't that motherfucker gonna be in there too?
Daredevil somewhere screaming like, "Why the fuck the hand coming back?"
Now, if the hand is there and they are saying for the most part a good chunk of the Netflix stuff's in continuity, does that mean like it's the Defenders? Because they wiped out the hand, or what?
That's what I'm saying. Like they should have already cleared that up. So like, how are we gonna? How's it coming back? Is this a different universe?
Oh, I promise you, there will be plenty of exposition explaining what the hand is and where they come from and where they've been. Trust. If Marvel's gonna do something, they're gonna exposit. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one end of cinema being in danger, but another end of cinema is kind of being defended from a. It's a kind of gross angle. We'll take this. Okay, so as you may or may not know, the Netflix deal between Warner Bros. Happened, and they're planning on completely consuming all of the catalog of Warner Bros., which is an extensive amount of things, includes like all of their films.
One of the oldest Harry Potter in history.
Genuinely, they have a tremendous back catalog, and one of the few people fighting it was Paramount. And word on the street is Warner Bros. Is like, dude, we don't want your fucking broke boy money. We're here with Big Daddy Netflix. They're said to reject Paramount's bid. And like, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, but I still feel like kind of icky. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, Paramount would have fucking sucked too. a lot of people would have lost their jobs. Consolidation again, never a good thing. David Ellison is a fucking is Trump's bitch. Over here fucking sucking his nuts from the back, so it's not,
don't
it's
want
not a good look.
Paramaga.
Yeah, we don't want Paramaga. Yeah, we don't want House of the White Dragon or whatever the fuck, like we don't want that fucking bullshit. So it's not, it's icky regardless. But yeah, I mean, this is something that's gonna go on for a couple of years. It's gonna take a while for the deal to finalize, and in the meantime, Paramount is gonna keep trying to fight every way they can. They're going to try to find every avenue, whether it be legal, whether it be others, to make sure that this deal does not go through. And so they're just going to fight it tooth and nail. But ultimately, I think it is going to go to Netflix, as long as the Trump presidency and Trump administration is in charge.
Well, I hope Big Apple takes care of business somehow. Please, God, I need
That's also not good. Also, another multi-billion-dollar company.
I'd rather Apple than these other chuckle fucks.
I'd rather
honestly,
put me in charge.
Speaking of bad things pertaining to Netflix,
Aleman Bros.
Aleman Bros. With more bad Netflix news, or not even bad, just more like unsurpassingly mediocre. Netflix has threatened us with a second season of the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I do not think.
I thought y'all liked that shit. I thought y'all liked that show.
It's not. It's not inherently bad. It's not inherently bad because it could, it just doesn't stand out enough to justify it existing. If that makes any sense, it's literally just the show.
It doesn't offer anything
more
new.
Violent.
We already saw this story.
The
cartoon.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, what we're getting is a correction on M. Night Shyamalan's bullshit from 2009.
But there's no need to make there's no need to make that because we already have the show. And
exactly.
if you're trying to justify making that bad adaptation by making a good adaptation of
something that already exists.
Yeah. I think what they're trying to do is a good portion of what they were trying to do with One Piece, because they saw that One Piece is best-selling manga, right? They saw that it's been one of the highest rated properties that Toei has ever made, right? And so they're like, all right, we got to get in on this. The One Piece live action was a smash hit success. People watched it, people loved it, they were raking in cash, and all right, what else can we adapt? Even what is his name? Sarandos, I think, or whatever the fuck the name is of the CEO for Netflix.
Ted Sarandos, yeah.
Yeah, he even said, pointing towards The Penguin, a show that is made not just it's made as a piece of a Batman IP, but it's made with art and integrity, right? He's like, you should be looking at shows like The Penguin and seeing what other bits of that IP you can milk and just drain dry, right? And that's what they're clearly doing. The Avatar: The Last Airbender is just another one long line in their slew of live action animated adaptations that are just either not very good or mediocre. I can't think of a single one that I've seen from Netflix where I was like, oh wow.
Well, I mean,
I don't even need to watch the original.
AZ, as a fellow anime enjoyer, bro, we're very anime is such a rich and there's so much potential with that market. So all these people, all these studios are starting to turn towards it, but there's so much that they have to consider when making a live action adaptation of an anime. For example, that Death Note movie that came out in 2016 or whatever, one of the worst.
Stanfield.
Yeah, one of the worst films that I've had the unfortunate, experience of viewing briefly, or what's it called? Dragon Ball Evolution.
That wasn't them, but it's still around the same line of
yeah. There's you have to do you have to be very on point when making a live action adaptation of an anime. Now I know Avatar got lucky on this show, on this Netflix show, that was the normies who don't really know really enjoyed it. They really enjoyed it. Yeah, the untouchables, unlike us enlightened cinephiles. What are we? Convicted cinephiles.
Convicted cinephiles, yes.
Registered cinephiles.
Registered cinephiles. Even some of us unregistered cinephiles.
But like they did get like super lucky with it. I just like granted it looks great. It looks amazing. Right? But it's in if Avatar The Last Airbender, right? If I were to keep it in the simplest terms possible, if Avatar The Last Airbender, like the original show, is vanilla, the Netflix show is just vanilla with sprinkles. It looks a little bit different. It looks newer, but like it's not enough for me to really go like, oh my god, they've reinvented the wheel. Like that's not my reaction. It just I don't know. I'm just not moved, but maybe it'll be good.
We'll see.
Matt, do you know anything else that might be good?
You know, I'm glad you asked me that question. Something else that might be good is something that we haven't experienced in several years. On the gaming side of life is a good new Star Wars game. And I, for one,
we're getting Battlefront 3, Matt. Is that what's happening? Is that what's happening? Please,
no,
please, no. Oh.
We're getting some. Oh my gosh! Now this is elite journalism on my part here. And by elite journalism, I fucking forgot what type of what era this is.
It is a Old Republic. It is a. Oh, okay. See,
I'm pretty sure.
In all honesty, it is. Yes, it is Old Republic era, which is pretty good. Pretty goddamn good. I mean, there's also like the kart racer that's coming out.
Oh yeah, pod racer. I mean, oh yeah, I need
pod
that.
racer. It does look cool. Like I'll probably get it. But this Old Republic game is really good because from what I'm glimmering and what Graham has told me in the group chat, it seems like a mastered collection of like that plus a little bit of a new story. If any listeners or viewers are familiar, there's like a mastered collection for Yakuza, where it's like Yakuza
all
1, 2,
combined.
they do like Kiwami, and they all combine them into one whole game. Which honestly, I'm down. I haven't played Old Republic since I was in like middle school. God, I'm old, dude. Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This shit just made me like feel so old. Just aged.
I mean, what details do we know about this game? We don't really know much. It was just announced at the Game Awards. We just know it's set in the Old Republic. That's really it. They've been working on this in relative secrecy, which is impressive.
And that's I think that's good. Keep it under wraps because everyone's gonna start speculating. Everyone's get their expectations high. Just make a good game and drop it when you need to drop it, so the world can really appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Even
but not only a good game. Make something like new and exciting. I mean, yes, may kind of like touch on old themes or old styles or an old kind of what's it called? Today broke, don't fix it. But I think what's exciting about this is that we don't know what we're in for, right? We don't know what's awaiting us. We don't know anything about it. So I don't know. I don't know. It's exciting. I'm ready. Unlike you, Matt, I think don't keep it under wraps. Let me see everything. I want to leak it like how they leaked the Wolverine game, so we can know exactly what's going on.
Well, we may not be able to see Star Wars yet, but you know what we are able to see? Trailers on teasers on trailers on teasers on trailers, and a special news segment we're calling Trailer Park.
Trailer Park. That's fucking dope. Hold on, we gotta write that down.
It's literally just because I realized like everything in the docket, like up until we get to the actual main episode, is just trailer teaser related things. So I was like Trailer Park. That's right there. We got a couple of them. We can go into first. Take your pick. We got Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Lanterns, Street Fighter, or the prologue to the Odyssey leaking. Which one of these?
Except for one are dog shit. So pick your poison.
Let's start at the top with Doomsday because I want to feel like it's going to be the most easiest one for us to tear apart.
I saw it. It's trash.
There is the leaks. So the leaks happened. We got a leaked clip of one of the Doomsday teasers that's supposedly playing before Avatar Fire and Ash this
We
weekend.
can't show it, or otherwise those people will come get us.
But we
Yeah,
can't
I
talk
mean,
about it.
we can show it,
about
but I'll be dead as hell on this episode when the sniper gets to me.
Just gonna see
Sniper's
a
already
red
posted
dot.
up. What are you talking about?
Sniper outside my house right now. I just heard him bolt chamber that round, bro.
Yeah,
But,
they still somehow let us post it.
they can't act until we do something wrong. So as long as we don't post anything, I think we're good. I think we're safe. But yes, they dropped the teaser. The first teaser that leaked was is a teaser of Chris Evans. Fucking Chris Evans came back as Captain America, as Steve Rogers. Let me not say Captain America because he's not wearing the suit. That mantle has been passed to him. Respect my boy. Respect Black in America. If you don't, you're racist and you hate black people. Anyways,
What is the race?
Steve Rogers pulls up on his bike to the house that he and Peggy went to at the end of Endgame. He looks at his old Endgame battle suit real quick, kind of like reflecting. Then he puts it down, and then there's a shot of him holding a baby, and then it cuts and it said Steve Rogers will return in Doomsday with a clock that shows like the 11 months till Doomsday. And I mean, very run of the mill, generic ass teaser trailer.
That baby
I didn't feel anything.
Doom.
Oh my god, no. Anyways,
what's the opposite of hype? Because that's exactly what that trailer did for me.
Yeah, I felt nothing. I felt absolutely nothing watching that leak. I was like, why did you show me this? This shit look AI generated.
The bread sandwich of trailers.
It looked like they went on Chat GPT and said some shit. I don't even know because I don't know what the fuck they would type to do that.
I saw an AI generated trailer where Robert Downey Jr. is talking to Captain America, and guess what? This one is not much better than the AI generated trailer. So that's the one that was dog shit that we're dealing with.
The one that was fucking me up was the fake one I saw that had Robert Downey Jr. in the green suit from when he was revealed as Doom, walking up to the house and turning around after knocking on the door. I'm like, who does that? Who the fuck does that? Bro?
That's literally him. Yeah, that's the one I saw.
There was one that I saw that was so funny because it was literally like that same thing you were describing, Matt, of where they got him from like Comic-Con and then they just rotoscoped him with AI over like a different piece of footage. And there was a shot of the Fantastic Four, and I was like, this looks mad familiar. Where is that? And then I looked at it. It's side by side the confrontation they have with Doom in the negative zone from Fan 4 Stick, just superimposed with like Pedro Pascal. And I'm like, you're not even trying. You're not even this. Come on, dude. This is terrible. We don't know anything about Doomsday until we actually get some information. But I mean, like, I don't know, man. Maybe something will come one of these days, one of these brand new days.
Hold on. That's not it.
Speaking of brand new shit, y'all heard John Bernthal on the Odyssey?
Yeah,
hold on. We haven't gone to that yet.
Oh, that's my bad.
We were talking about how there's actually going to be more Doomsday trailers, not just the Chris Evans one.
The first one is going to be Chris Evans. The second one is supposed to be Thor, where he's talking to Odin, asking for him for strength in battle to see his daughter in Valhalla. The next one's supposed to be involving on Doom, and then the last one I forgot is supposed to be either all the Avengers or something else. But
I can't wait until they do the one for Star-Lord and it's just him leaving his grandpa, grabbing his keys off the counter, and it says Star-Lord will return. I can't wait for that to be just the summation of that. So excited!
Over the other
it's gonna be Star-Lord committing a hate crime against Mexicans. He's working for Space Ice. He's gonna
get on camera. He's gonna be like, guys, I think Thanos would have made a great leader because it could have been much worse. I'm just saying, guys, it's me. Chris Star-Lord Pratt.
I voted for Thanos because he's gonna snap off half the illegals.
Star-Lord probably. He's gonna make groceries.
Why build a wall when you can build the gun?
He said counting or not counting space violence.
He's not counting space violence. And then Gamora gets shot.
He said, "God save Xandar, dude." Did y'all see what they did?
Wait. Instead of Star-Lord, it's Starly Curse.
You see what those goddamn Xandarians,
oh my god!
See what those Xandarians have done?
We're getting swatted, bro.
Them boys will come get us. Them boys gonna come get us. You know who might
a brand
come
new
get
day trailer.
Yeah.
Speaking of brand new days.
We're not gonna have many of those, and hopefully we live to see Spider-Man Brand New Day because the trailer for it's upon us and it's pretty good.
I think Kevin Feige, this might be his worst day in as far as like leak information
It feels
goes.
strategic.
He is probably somewhere calling in all his assets. He activated the Winter Soldier. Like it's
was it for real leaked? Is that true?
Yeah, it was real. I thought it was fake until I confirmed it with
a. They pretended that it's leaked. They're releasing these.
No, they did the same shit with the Deadpool test footage, quote unquote. Like, come on, bro.
He said his agenda succeeding.
I'm not saying inside job, but I'm not saying it was from the outside. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's not from the outside. It's not from the inside,
saying, dude. He's got little fucking schemes hanging up in his bald head.
So what's the information?
The brand new day trailer. Fuck, I had that pulled up a minute ago too. Basically, it's like Peter Parker is narrating, saying like, "Hey, I'm Peter Parker. I do something about like basically him explaining the difference between him and being Spider-Man and how Spider-Man has to do stuff that breaks Peter Parker's heart." And then Sadie Sink starts talking, and there's a bunch of like different voices speaking throughout the trailer. Here we go. I found it. Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we knew each other. Blah blah blah. Just basically referencing stuff that happened in No Way Home and the other.
Wait, is that film. Real or is that? I thought that was like a joke. I thought that was like satire. I thought that was fake.
I don't know, man. They're saying it's real. We gonna see. I'm gonna have to verify.
I think I have an idea of who Sadie Sink is playing. I think I have an idea.
Who? Well, I thought she was the sidekick of
Harriet Osborn, bro.
No,
Harriet Osborn, the adopted daughter of Coleman Domingo's Norman Osborn.
Nah, they're not doing Coleman Domingo. They're gonna gender swap. They're gonna do the lady who played Shiv in Succession. She's gonna be Norma Osborn.
I was telling me this the
green gobliness.
The green witch, the green goblinette.
No, you gotta. It's just the emerald.
The green goblin, but it's spelled goblin like a turkey.
The Emerald Empress.
Wait, it's called goblin like what?
Like a turkey. She'd be goblin.
Goblin. The green goblin.
I can't remember what her name is, but I think I have an idea of who she's gonna be.
Does Wonder Man come out before or after?
Teresa Parker. Teresa Parker. She's gonna be Teresa Parker. I'm gonna punch
that.
Okay, so you know there's that whole thing about how Peter's parents are like secret agents or some horseshit that no one truly cares about.
I thought that was made up by the Mark Webb guy.
Right. So turns out some things remain canon. You know, they're like little tumors that you should have gotten checked out by a doctor. You ignore them, and then this happens. But basically, Teresa Parker is like the CIA agent / SHIELD agent / just government agent in general, secret daughter of Richard and Mary Parker.
Be an Israeli,
right? Conveniently, also has red hair. So I'm thinking if she's some kind of quote unquote rival or whatever, I'm thinking they could go that. Now, granted, that would be out of left fucking field.
What if she's Bennett Riley?
Bennett Riley?
Bennett Riley?
I'm fucking cooking.
Benet Riley, like John Benet.
I'm cooking.
You know, sometimes people shouldn't be in the kitchen, and I think that's our cue to stop chefing for just a moment.
Good thing I am a fucking certified chef.
Well, you know who might also be certified chefs?
Big Lindy, bro.
Big Lindy. Should I have never done my
glorious trailer showed us nothing. We saw like 45 seconds of a show.
That's all I needed.
I saw Lindelof was in the credits, Luis. He's in the description of the people who made the show.
Lindelof could fucking do a teaser trailer that's just his taint and him scratching it, and I'll still watch his movie.
Real.
On
no,
real.
Dick riding.
Damon Lindelof could say that his next big project is a mystery and use the teaser as him nuking a small island off the Pacific coast, and I would be like, can't wait. I'm very excited for the film.
He said,
Loss of life
yes.
aside, this seems cinematic.
He said, do it again.
Do it again. 30 more days. New me, brother. I want to be a part of art.
Self-respect, brother. Demand more from your artists.
I am demanding more. I'm demanding more. That's pretty up there in terms of demand.
It is exciting to finally see something about this show. I think David is the only one of us who's like not really that excited about it, but I think
he's wrong.
We're all on the same page. I think it's gonna fuck. We like the people who are involved creatively. We like the actors that are involved. I think, yes, why the fuck not give it to me, bro? It can't be worse than the fucking Green Lantern movie. So,
which is god awful, and
that is true.
I really cannot believe, to this day, I cannot believe how they looked at that film in post and said, "Yeah, people are gonna like this." What the fuck?
And also, like, we gotta support the Lantern Caesar because
I like Green Lantern.
Matt
Gerardo.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
You were 10. It's okay. We'll let it slide.
He was.
I was 3 years old. I was about like the same age. I was watching that. I was like, I don't know why, but this feels not good. I don't know why. I'm 10 years old and I should like everything.
You're crazy.
He was watching cartoons as well. I get it.
No, his cartoons boiled his brain, so he didn't know.
Also, but I think Lanterns is going to be good. I'm not just saying that because Matt is still contractually obligated to promote the show, even though that
I am. Even when my contract expires.
Yeah, he gave the role of Jon Stewart as a charity, which shows that Matt is a very giving person.
He's the Make-A-Wish Jon Stewart.
I said, bro. No, bro. Aaron called me. Aaron called me. And I was like, Aaron, what's good, bro? He said, look, man, I'm struggling. I need to know what to do with my future.
Please,
he said, bro, listen to me, bro. He said, listen to me, big dog. I was just in Mufasa. I was like, bro, Aaron.
Oh, big dog. I need that flopped. I need a big thing, yeah. I need a big thing, big dog.
I said, yo,
I need you in the mandem.
I get it, bro. I said, Aaron, I understand, bro. I get it. I seen you in Rebel Ridge. I was proud of you, man. You know what? You can go ahead and be Green Lantern. You can do that because I'm destined for other things.
You said I'll let you have
destined
this
for greater. I said I'll let you have that role for me, little bro.
I'm glad that he asked you for permission because he knew. What kind of owner would I?
He had to.
Him, you know?
He had to do it.
What kind of owner would I be if I ain't let my dog have a few scraps off the table, man? You know what I'm saying? This is how I am, man. What kind of man?
I let Aaron have that because I don't want to start no fight. And speaking of fights,
before you do segue, man, I was like, yeah, I'll let him have Green Lantern and I'll let him have Tiana Taylor because poor man's struggling.
Another one,
you know. I'll let
donation.
I'll give him my scraps, you know, because he can't.
You know who Tiana Taylor is. You know.
Oh, is that the lady from Running Man?
No,
that's the lady. That's Tiana Parrish. Oh, it's Jimmy Lawson.
Wrong again. Bro said all black people look the same.
Tiana Taylor's a girl from
One Battle After Another. The one that had the general going crazy.
Oh, I don't know her.
Perfidia.
Oh, Perfidia, Washington, or America, or whatever her name was.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What was her name?
Man, if you can't remember, I'm sure you can. And speaking of sure you can, Street Fighter dropped a trailer.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Slander time.
Shut up.
I've been waiting for this.
No.
Time to go.
No.
Excited. Just see Andrew Schultz.
No, because I realize. Okay,
Dan, my favorite character.
Listen,
they cast my favorite actor to portray him. I can't wait.
Oh my gosh! Did you see Jason Momoa? He looks so realistic.
I know.
Fucking whatever his name is.
Blanca. You guys are making it sound very difficult to defend what I think is a cool trailer by having all of this in front of it. I have to hurdle over fucking
AZ. You don't have to hurt. You don't have to. You can't hurdle this shit. You have to like fucking get a rocket.
You think it's a cool?
I'm trying to fly over it.
Cool,
it's
AZ?
so bad.
Wait. Let me speak.
Listen.
The movie's gonna be dog shit. I think the fight choreo is gonna be good. I will say, the fight choreo looked good.
I can agree.
The trailer was not cool. But the fight choreo was
main
cool.
reason. A lot of the scenes in the trailer, I will say, look like they're shot in that one Step Up movie. I think it's the third one where they have the dance battle near the end, and that nigga starts splashing in the rain. It looks like it's shot in that room. I don't know what the fuck that room is, that laser tag arena, but that
the motherfucker that's playing Ryu and Orville Peck are gonna carry this movie. Everybody else is gonna be absolutely dog shit.
First off, do not insult Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, two of the greatest WWEers in
Boy, shut your grown ass. Shut the fuck
bro,
up.
Like
you
wrestling, dude.
Oh,
Watch
and
real
cartoons,
wrestling.
bro.
Wrestling,
damn,
what are
cartoons.
you gonna say?
Pick the struggle.
Do you think Criminal Minds is actually
Why did we say the same thing?
Do you think Marvel is real?
Huh?
No, I like fiction because fiction's fun. Let me have.
Bro believes in Santa.
I do.
Damn,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
I believe in Tooth Fairy's face ass.
Bro believes in Santa.
What do you mean?
Fuck do I even say to that? Look,
I believe in Santa. I do believe.
The main reason why I think that this trailer is good, right? Why I like it, right? I'm not gonna lie. On the first watch, I was watching it at the Game Awards. I was like, okay, this is lame. At first, I was like, this is lame. I don't like it. It's corny, right? But I do like Joey Valence and Bray. That's a very good rap duo, and they're very fun. Matt, Joey Valence and Bray. They're the Beastie Boys style rappers that they have on the soundtrack. They make amazing music. I genuinely really like them. They're quite good. But I will say this trailer, a lot more of the
2 good songs.
I'm only a very recent fan of Street Fighter. I grew up as a fan of Mortal Kombat, and when the Mortal Kombat live action came out, and I was like, they're taking this way too seriously. Where's my whimsy? Where's my stupidity? Right? And then I started playing more Street Fighter because Mortal Kombat started making ass instead of actual games.
When they make ass after 11?
Yeah, there's new one, Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat 1 with
it's dog shit. Worst $100 I ever spent. We'll get into it, but look, it was bad. And I was like, I need the whimsy, right? The Street Fighter trailer, looking at it, they did a pretty good job. There are multiple moves in there that are straight up ripped from the video game in a really good way.
That does not make a good movie.
I don't care. They can. Sure. They'll get nominated for visual effects. Guess what? They're not going to get no fucking script. Best director, no cinematography.
It's not going to be. It's not going to be Doom. It's not going to be Denis Villeneuve, right? It's not going to be the greatest thing ever of all time. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be something that I can appreciate.
Let him.
Can niggas smile?
Let him talk.
Can niggas have joy?
I can't let nigga, did I just get you having fun?
Oh my god. Matt said experiencing dopamine.
I think you do. Jesus. As the one person who's looking forward to this shit, like I do really want to hear
David.
Why you're excited about it.
Look
at who you're aligning yourself with, by the way.
I'm
David.
I'm not a longtime fan of Street Fighter by any means, but when I have had Mortal Kombat repeatedly spit in my butthole in the worst way possible.
Like a good
right? When I have them
to be bad.
With chewing tobacco. There we go. That is how Mortal Kombat has been treating me, and it's just been so boring, and it's been played so straight. And I'm like, where's the whimsy? Where's the fucking zany shit? And the Street Fighter trailer was giving me that, and I know that this is going to be the best type of not good thing. Because think about it. Matt, you know where I saw this version of you before? Right when Minecraft came out, what did we all say? This is going to be horrible. This is going to be the most unenjoyable film ever. We watched
Minecraft didn't have Andrew fucking Schultz.
We're going to have
so this is going to win 18 Oscars.
That is gross. That is horrifically gross. I am very sad that pedophilic fucking penguin is in this movie. However, if you get around that part,
he look like a road runner.
No, I mean like
he said he would rape Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick told him to stop profiting off of black people culture and stop making fun of black women.
Oh my god!
And he said he would rape Kendrick Lamar.
Crazy I wouldn't rape Kendrick Lamar. He looks like
Dr. Robotnik in his sexual prime.
With him. He's a cute little guy.
Okay, as I saw the trailer.
Also, there's a lot of
I agree with that. I think the action and the choreography will be cool, maybe exciting, and kind of fun. I don't think the movie's gonna be good. But look,
And I think maybe I am too, like, just to be objective, I do think I am being probably too clouded by the fact that I hate Noah Centineo and I hate Andrew Schultz, and I think that's really gonna affect my viewing. But I enjoyed Mortal Kombat, and that movie is not great. It's not good, and I thought it was fine for what it is.
Louis Tan is the only downside.
If Street Fighter takes
Louis
itself
Tan,
less
the only
serious,
downside.
If Street Fighter takes itself less serious and is kind of going for more whimsical, more fun, kind of more cartoony kind of vibe, it could work, and it might be a fun time at the movies. So I am willing to be open to it and give it that.
No.
I just hate Andrew Schultz. Why are we making him happen? Stop.
He's fucking terrible. And then Noah Centineo cannot fucking act. Go ahead and put KJ Apa in this shit, bro.
I'm gonna be entirely honest.
Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
I'm a very surface level Street Fighter nigga, but I'll say this: you don't need a lot of personality for these people because look at the movie of Street Fighter that came before this. Do you think they thought they were making the Dead Sea Scrolls of a script? No, but it's iconic.
Sure,
and
but we have an opportunity to improve, and they did not take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said, "Hey, remember that stuff that made that last movie dog shit? Let's do that again."
You know how they have like coworker music, like fucking like Coldplay, like Imagine Dragons. They have like the coworker actors in this of like Jason Momoa or fucking like
Coldplay now.
No, that's literally what it is. Is Jason Momoa, Andrew Schultz,
Mass Appeal, Milk Toast, Andrew Schultz. Who was rooting for that? I just don't. What did he do?
Dan Hibiki, the character is like supposed to be like unlikable, and he's kind of annoying.
No, he is. But he's like endearing in the fact that he tried.
Casted and like recorded back when Andrew Schultz hadn't lost all of his credibility as a comedian.
That is true. I would probably it back when back before he got replaced by the conservative skin suit that he is now.
Yeah,
back before his podcast co-host. I was getting cucked on fucking.
His MAGA chip. His MAGA chip got activated.
Back before his Indian co-host wife was talking about fucking dudes in college, even though she told him she was a virgin.
Honestly, I think that
we all been there.
But anyway,
that's a crazy journey to go through. You know.
That's exactly where I was going.
Nice.
One might call it an odyssey. She was busy doing what? The dudes was leaking. Odyssey got leaked.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
Wait, no, I got one. She was showing her pussy. Well, we got the teaser trailer for the Odyssey trailer.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus.
This is beautiful.
They don't approve these guys. They just
be real.
We can't. There's nothing we can do to stop
trailer, and then I took it off because I got bored. Y'all had fun at that movie.
For real?
I started it. I turned it off because I didn't want to spoil. I didn't want to spoil anything.
No.
I started watching.
Here's the thing. Nah, I was in the same boat as both of y'all simultaneously because I turned it on, and like Gerardo, I wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't enjoying it, right? But Matt, I was on your side in the fact that I turned it off because I was like, no. This doesn't need to be seen on my phone.
Exactly. You're supposed to watch
That's why I said I'm not going to taint my viewing.
I'm doing what filthy Ted, disgusting Ted, lying, disgusting Ted wants me to do. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't watch on my phone like some kind of little Ted baby. I won't do it. I will watch it in the big screen with my big boy pants on and D-box like God intended.
Big screen, big boy pants, with the D-box. IMAX.
I'm not gonna wear.
I love the IMAX. They use that good 75 millimeter. I love IMAX.
He's gonna go in just like a straight loincloth. Like, what? I'm cosplaying the Cyclops. You can't throw me out. I have the AFC pass. You can't kick me out.
But you can barely see my balls. It's fine.
You can barely see my balls.
I think they are real Trojan horse right now.
I think the Odyssey teaser was fucking sick. Mind you, I saw it on Twitter, I saw it on my phone, and it was a really poor quality recording of it. So that's not indicative of the quality of the film. Look, I loved Oppenheimer. I loved Tenet. I think Christopher Nolan's got your ass, bitch. Shut up. I think Christopher Nolan has got some pretty great films under his belt. It'll be interesting to see this teaser, we cannot judge what this movie is going to be based on this teaser.
Interstellar.
You can't. You just can't.
Inception.
It's 6 minutes of what's going to be like a 2.5 hour, or maybe almost 3 hours.
It might be 3 hours if I'm being real.
Like
I see a long ass book.
We
Shout
can't
out
do
Homer.
that. But it'll be interesting. Poem. But shout out Homer. It'll be really interesting to see what his follow up to Oppenheimer is going to be.
The Iliad.
Homosexual.
I'm sorry, homosexual. So I don't know, man. I thought the teaser fucking ripped. I thought it was cool as shit. But I've been on board since day one. I like Nolan. I like this story. I like the cast for the most part. So I think it'll be really chill.
Yes. Banger film. Damn. I just this is one of those rare moments, bro. Whenever the cast of Oppenheimer got like announced and we saw who was gonna be, and I was like, this is gonna be a film of the ages. Now, here we are again. Another year has come, and we're got a Christopher Nolan film. Insane lineup of cast. God forbid if they don't. Is Ludwig doing the score on this one? Please, God, automatic Oscar winner.
Not sure.
If it's Ludwig or Hans in this type of film, automatic Oscar winner.
We already know you.
I got another automatic Oscar winner personally, in my opinion, that I think should be in there. You know what I think? The main topic of today's episode, Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out 3 has been released to the general public. Us plebeians who have to sit inside and watch it on our pathetic Netflix accounts have been able to see it.
Dead ass.
And wake up more like wake up my dick, because positively brick, this film's amazing. Off rip, I'm going to say 5 out of 5.
All right. Gerardo has not seen it. We will not spoil it.
Okay. 5 out of 5.
You can't spoil, but I will have to run away.
We just actively hear his footsteps.
I'm cool with y'all spoiling, but y'all gotta be cool with me dipping.
Let a brother know. Let a fella know.
It's just man. I don't know how to talk about this film without spoiling things. It's so good, bro.
I'm gonna just head out.
I literally did it like 2 weeks ago. What are you talking about?
It's fine. I will do my hype meter.
Okay.
I'm expecting 5 stars. I know I'm gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna let y'all go.
Bye.
I'm gonna fuck with it.
I commend it. Okay, well now y'all know from this point on there will be spoilers. I guess in this episode.
I'm spoiling this motherfucker, bro. It was so
off rip, Matt. What's your rating?
So I put the first Knives Out.
So I already watched this, and I discussed it on the episode, but I didn't go very in depth, right? I think I just kind of gave you like my general thoughts and then called it a day. Because I was waiting for you plebeians to watch it. I wasn't on the type of shit I was on, you know.
Yeah, I was at work. My fault. I was employed. I need to pay bills.
Hold up. For the record, I am also employed. Guys.
Also, the nearest theater that had it to me, I couldn't have made it there anyways because of my bitch ass job. But it is what it is. I love my job. What am I talking about? What?
Anyway, sorry. What were you saying? What were your thoughts on Wake Up Deadass?
Bro, Wake Up Deadass is the best of the Knives Out films. I really enjoyed.
Which is a hot take, apparently.
Yeah. Anyways, these are the same people who think fucking, I don't know, Sarah's Oil is gonna win an Oscar. Angel Studios film.
It's not.
Hell no, bro. Zachary Levi, your lead. Hell no. What was I saying? So I watched right before Wake Up Deadass came out. We watched Knives Out, we watched Glass Onion back to back, and I was like, these films get progressively better with each movie. So naturally, I'm expecting the third one to be fucking phenomenal, and I was not disappointed. I was not disappointed at all. You have Glenn Close, phenomenal actress. Daniel Craig, who's been on fire as Benoit Blanc. Josh O'Connor, who's making a big name for himself, especially these last couple of years. Challengers. What's it called? Not Hamnet. History of Sound.
Mastermind.
The Mastermind. Like he's fucking great talent, phenomenal talent. Also acting across from Josh Brolin, Jeffrey Wright. This cast is
Mila Kunis.
Oh, okay, chill.
Jeremy Renner.
That part. Chill. Okay, well you gotta. Okay, look.
Kaylee Spaney.
Cooking. She cooked.
No, she didn't. Anyways.
She cooked.
Anyways. Keep going.
For reasons. It was so funny. I don't know. I like so many different things besides just the acting and the casting, like the use of color, the use of shifting perspectives in the film, the cinematography. Rian Johnson, bless that man, bro. He's a genius. He's a genius, and I really, really enjoyed so much about this film. Do I think Jeremy Renner can't act? Yeah, I'll say that. He was very lukewarm in this movie. Mila Kunis, garbage. Playing a cop is the easiest fucking acting role. Like you have two things to do: look stoic and just be gruff. She can't do that, bro.
Well, I'll mention something before we continue our conversation, and then I just think as much as I hyped this movie up and I glazed it and I loved it, and I also agree. I think it's the best one in the trilogy so far. I think that the supporting performances were the weakest part about the movie, and I think left a lot lacking. We forgot to mention Andrew Scott is also in this film. Yes, incredible actor. So you have a cast like Kaylee Spaney, Andrew Scott, Jeremy Renner, Glenn Close, Thomas Hayden Church. You have Josh Brolin. You have all these incredible actors, and they all deliver to varying degrees. Some of them are
more than others.
Really, really good. Some of them have a lot to do and have a lot to say and do a lot with what little screen time they have. Others do not, and they don't feel very memorable. They feel very flat.
I'm right there with Luis, because like I did enjoy this film, and I will still give it a 5 out of 5 because I do think that it is very hard to top yourself each time in the way that Rian Johnson has done with this trilogy, and be able to make your central focal point character in an anthology like Benoit Blanc so captivating, and also having the wherewithal to have an actor like Daniel Craig not only perform that part so well, but to resonate your material well enough to do it is no small feat. Because it's not only Ryan topping himself each time, but Daniel there's the focal point topping himself each time. So that is very high bar to clear. That being said, though, with how I one of my main staples of what I loved about the Knives Out trilogy is how it takes these elitists, these 1%ers, these like fake lampshaders of society, or people who are just overtly aware of their privilege and prejudice, but hoided over those people, how they're picked apart to show their flaws and that they're just like us, or even worse, that there's this dirt underneath this grime, right? And I feel like the undertones of grime were very surface level for these people. I didn't feel they were as in depth as they were for like the family in the first one, or like everybody who was associated with that tech company in the second. I felt like the subplots, maybe like I guess God, what is her name? The one from Scandal. I can never remember her name. She has the face. Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington's story about raising the illegitimate son of the pastor, I thought was the most interesting. Everything else just felt kind of tame by comparison.
It was like Josh O'Connor and the main plot line. This is really interesting stuff. He's incredibly compelling. He's a phenomenal actor.
Right.
He's really carrying kind of even more so. He's carrying this movie more so than Daniel Craig is. Really,
and even his
movie, he's in it more. Than
exactly.
So it's like that stuff is really strong and that stuff really works. But it seems like yes, much like your point, a lot of the stuff on the periphery, not so much. A lot of those.
And the most interesting one that you get is you get Glenn Close's backstory, which is the focal point of the mystery, but you don't really get that fully until the end. So by the time that you deem her as interesting, you already just have like the only thing that you've been able to digest the entirety of the movie, right? It only becomes the most interesting by default because it's the central climax, the big twist point of the film. But like other than that, like it's really just that central relationship between the preacher and Blanc that I feel like is the most captivating.
And it seems
more than anything.
And it might seem like, oh, well, then why did you guys rate it so highly? Because I think everything else, like there's other factors besides the supporting cast or like some of the writing that I think make this an incredible movie. Like I think
pros far outweigh the cons. Yeah.
Yes, I think like the themes that this movie touches on and the kind of like the subtext of it. Like I think it based talking about religion, but they're not really picking a side. Like not saying that religion is inherently bad or that people who are religious are inherently bad or evil, and then but also being like, well, there are some things about it that aren't that great that I kind of have doubts about, but not really picking a side. And although I would be like, that's, you're too wishy-washy, you need to make a decision about how you feel about these things. I think Rian handles this topic with a lot of grace and a lot of empathy, with a lot of grace and a lot of empathy. And he's just like, no, there's like good arguments to both sides, you know. And Josh O'Connor's character Judd and Daniel Craig's Benoit Blanc represent kind of like both spectrums of the belief / atheism spectrum. And I think that the kind of the way they have these nuanced conversations and coexist in a really beautiful, I don't know, I think it's really beautiful, right? Like there's a lot of moments.
Yeah, even the way that like you were saying of how it feels Fence City, but that's kind of the point. It feels like the audience can kind of, I might be reaching here, but you as an audience member can kind of put yourself in the shoes of the question that Judd has to battle, right? Because he has people telling him what religion should mean. He has Blanc to some extent telling him that religion is meaningless, that nothing really matters. He has the Monsignor telling him that it should be used as a tool, as a weapon for control to get yourself like asserting power and all this, that, and the third, right? He has the church telling him that he should be this way, right? But what you should be doing with that middle ground, that approach is I feel like it's a way to open up that conversation, right? To make your own interpretation, much like how Judd does for himself, making his own interpretation of what the main goal should be, which is help spread the word of the gospel and be as Christ would, instead of just trying to be how everybody else
in its purest form
and applying it to her. Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, I think in fact, I think Rian Johnson is very like kind of like pro-religion in regards to like what this movie is, right? He's just kind of like, there's a lot of beauty in it. There's a lot of beautiful things. Like when people really kind of like are being gracious about it and being honest and aren't being like manipulative or evil about it, there's a lot of good that comes from it. And we see this even in Benoit, right? Benoit's like, I don't believe this is all a bunch of a load of baloney. And then the light shines on him through the window because of he's kind of being like reawoken, and because of Judd's kind of like changing him and really affecting him in a really beautiful, positive way. So, you know, I think that like how Rian handles the themes of this film, I think are very adeptly handled and very beautiful. I also think Matt had mentioned it earlier. I think that the filmmaking is incredible. Like how Rian moves the camera and how it looks, and the dolly zooms and the whip pans and the kind of like the close-ups and all these like this incredible like filmmaking that he's doing. I think in particular about this one shot where Judd is walking through the forest, and then I think somebody confronts him. I'm not exactly sure who it is, but they're in the middle of the forest and you just see rows and rows of trees in the background, and it's foggy, but you can see exactly where it's at, and the moonlight is shining beautifully through the canopy of these trees, and he's just walking and he's talking. I just thought it looked incredible and it looked beautiful.
I love the shot where they're in the forest area, and while you see Blanc arguing with Judd, just faintly in the background, there's a mysterious figure. Because I remember even while me and my friends were watching it, we were like so engrossed in the conversation, and my buddy Isaac goes, "Hey, who's that guy?" And I was like, "What do you mean? There's only 2 people on screen." Wait, what the fuck is that? Hey, what the fuck is that? Hey, is anybody gonna? Whoa! What's going on there? And I love how like I am a person who loves like mysteries and puzzles, and more often than not, I end up guessing how a twist is going to go before the movie's over, right? But like with this one, I thought I was used to the Knives Out formula. I was like, I've got it this time, and I was like both right and wrong on so many levels of what the mystery solution actually was. For instance, I did not pick up at all until it was explicitly stated to be a jewel that Eve's apple was not a metaphor, that was like a literal thing. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was also wondering what was the hoax and how it was going, because the faking of his death to make himself seem like a martyr from the Monsignor, I was like, what's going on there? There's so many layers to this where I'm like, okay, whose plan is this? This has to be someone's plan, and it's everyone's and no one's simultaneously. I love that. It's just a series of events to where they were improvised on the fly. The most ingenious one of them that was a rug pull was with the Monsignor's body drowning Jeremy Renner's doctor in the tub. I was genuinely confused. I was completely lost. I did not see how in the fuck that was possible. I was like, okay, he actually came back to life, but then I guess somebody betrayed him and killed him. Like
I'm of the
I don't get
opposite
it.
thing. I think I saw it from the get go. I was like, this is exactly who is doing it. This is who's bad, and this is who's helping them. And I was right. But despite that, I was like, this is just so entertaining. It's so engaging. Like whereas Glass Onion was a lot more fun, a lot more energetic, and it just felt a lot more kind of like propulsive in that sense. This one feels not in a bad way. It feels more
cerebral,
more thoughtful, more more deep, more inward facing, more kind of
inward facing.
N-word facing, yes, exactly.
Well, Lakeith Stanfield's only in the first one.
More is he? Oh, he is. Yeah. More subtle in a lot of ways, and I think it's because the setting allows for that. The tone, the themes allow for that. The story and the mystery allow for that. And I'm also a really big fan of like how big it felt. Although it's kind of like a small town in upstate New York, whatever, you know, it's like it just feels vast. We see these sweeping shots of the trees. We see them walking through the forest, and it just looks vast and big. Whereas the first one felt really self-contained because it's all in one house, except for when Ana de Armas and Chris Evans are kind of in the little diner and in the car or whatever. It feels very self-contained and small. Glass Onion, although a little bit bigger, it's all on one
expansive.
Island. It's all on one island. You know, so it still feels kind of small. This feels much more, and maybe it's because there's a lot more cast members and there's a community, and you know, but it just feels much bigger. But at the very same time, it felt very kind of tender and what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Very tender, very
mild,
tight knit, and subtle. Yes, exactly. So
tender and mild.
Yeah.
So I was a really big fan of that. But yeah, just a big fan of Ryan and the crazy filmmaking that he was
also
able to pull
I found his cameo in this. It took me a minute while I was watching. I was like, where is he? I know he's somewhere around here. Ryan, he was the cameo in the film. There's a point where the Monsignor is stepping out before that guy's like, well, Spirit really moving him, huh? Where there's a guy who's like chasing two of his kids, like two of his daughters, like, hey, please, like, all right, calm down. All right, we need you to get in the car. All right, we're trying to go. Yeah, it was Rian Johnson. I recognized him because he tried to get me with that fucking like bald ponytail wig shit that he did in the second one when he was playing like that burnout guy when he's on the beach. But I was like, I know what you are. I know.
I didn't even realize. I didn't even notice he was in this.
I caught it immediately. I was like,
That's so funny.
He's in the first one too. I just don't know where. I just gotta find him.
I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in the first two.
Also, what I'm really liking is how you don't know what's happening to Blanc between these films, because every single time you would think like when it introduces him in the new film, like, you're Benoit Blanc, the guy from the Glass Onion caper, like some shit like that.
Yeah.
But no, it references an entirely different mystery to show that this world is always moving. It doesn't start and end like just when the movies are going. And what I like is like you can just infer shit that happened to Blanc. Like that big tirade he goes on about religion. I'm thinking it has something to do with this partner from the second one. Like I think they died.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going through it because he looks very disheveled. Like he doesn't look good. Like he looks good because he's Daniel Craig, but like he doesn't look like he's doing well.
Also,
long hair.
And I like that.
I mentioned Josh O'Connor being kind of the lead of this movie, and I think that's a really good choice by Ryan. I think not focusing it on Benoit Blanc, having Benoit show up when he does, and having their relationship be what it is, I think works really well for the movie, because I think it really changes it really changes the pace of it. It really changes, and I think it helps making Judd the main character and kind of the lead of this film really kind of puts those themes into perspective. The themes that we were talking about, what Ryan is trying to say, are really encapsulated by this character of Judd, about how we're all imperfect and nobody's perfect and we're all human, but we all deserve second chances, right? And there's some beautiful things about religion and kind of the opportunity that they grant us to kind of, live again and grant us, and that we can all change, and whatever that reasoning is, whatever that power that motivates you to do so and to do good, then that's great, right? As long as you're not hurting people or manipulating people or being evil and not abusing this book that so many people hold dear, that you can really bring about change. And so it's like really idealistic, and it's really kind of like heady. But I think Josh O'Connor, being the kind of actor that he is, he's just so damn
dialed in, bro.
He's so damn likable. You can't help but root for Judd, even when he's kind of like, "Why, I was a boxer and I killed this guy and I wanted to kill him and so I did, like in the ring or whatever the fuck." It's like, but like, you've seen what he's been through. You've seen everything that he's done, and you see the good in him and the good in his heart and what he has to do. That even that reveal is not. You're just like, "It's okay, Judd. I forgive you. You can forgive yourself." Like we're along with you on the ride. And if you would have cast anybody else who had a little bit more, maybe at first I was like, he's not gritty enough. He doesn't have enough edge to kind of pull up the like, oh, he was he was a boxer and he has like a kind of a rough past. And I was like, I don't know if I buy it. But then as the movie progressed, I was like, no, I get it. You couldn't have somebody who was a little bit rougher, because there needed to be this sort of kind of inherent likability and this inherent kind of like sweetness and kindness to Judd that Josh O'Connor just kind of embodies beautifully, that I think it worked.
And I agree. It wouldn't have worked with any other actor. I keep thinking about, I know it's not the same concept. This movie is a biography, a biographical film, but the guy who was in it was the main focus. It's called Father Stu, the Mark Wahlberg movie. Yeah. I didn't want to bring it up, but I was like, okay, the guy in the movie, I think he also starts out as a boxer, and then he like has a horrible accident, comes back to church, and then he gets deep into his faith, and like you can kind of see how Josh, I don't know, exemplifies that story in a way. But also it's not Mark Wahlberg, oh screamy angry ass.
Also, I had a theory. I had a theory, and it made me laugh just a little bit, because I was like, damn, that's terrible. Whenever Josh Brolin's Monsignor is like, yes, me and Cy are father and son, and his mom was just some drifter whore. I don't know who. Jeremy Renner's wife is suspiciously absent from this movie, and she's the only other black character of note. And I did some math, and I was like,
"Oh, I didn't even clock that at all."
Oh my god,
I didn't clock that at all.
Thanos cucked Hawkeye. That's fucking hilarious.
That's so funny.
Which explains why he put him in the damn tub of grease. Why he greased him.
A tub of acid.
The acid.
No, but I think I'll go for it.
I also found it very fascinating. It made me laugh a little bit. I was watching this with a couple of my friends and my buddy Zach. Whenever Sai was talking about how they should use the preacher's words to like manipulate, and how he's getting political advice. He's like, well, I attacked everything. I mean, I did the immigration thing, the abortion thing, the trans thing, the kids thing, the adult thing, the thing. Like he was just like listing nonsense buzzwords. And my buddy Zach just goes, half black and half white. These niggas always cater to their darker evils. It's always the white half that wins. Why do they do this? Why is this the way of every mixed thing? And I just started laughing. But I thought that was very funny. And I like how he's like the more grown-up version of that weird little dead deer masturbating freak, the little shit boy from the first one. He's like the grown version of that, brought to like the highest extent of somebody who just wants the notoriety of being a senator, but has no idea what legislation or anything is. I love how vapid of an asshole he is. He's one of my favorite like awful people in this.
I think that speaks.
He does look like a black Zachary Levi.
Blackberry Levi.
He's not that black.
Blackberry Levi.
Blackberry Levi is crazy. But I think that speaks to kind of like one of the issues about this movie. It's just about how like you have there's like hints about like of these characters. You're like, oh, that's interesting. I want to know more about that. but he doesn't really give it to you. And I think it's because the thing is just too packed. There's too many things. And he's like, it seems like when he was writing, he's like, okay, this is how it's good. Now this happened. Well, he needs somebody to do this, and then that person would need this. I was like, but that needs to whatever. And so, like for example, Kaylee Spaney, incredibly underutilized, incredible actress. We love her. She's great in everything she's in. She didn't do shit this movie.
Another person I would say is in that category is Thomas Hayden Church.
Thomas Hayden Church, incredibly underutilized. Nothing.
He just gets fridged.
Exactly.
That's it.
He was like, I love this old bitch, and then that was it. I love her so much. She saved my life. And
I've been getting neck from Glenn Close, and now I'm dead because there's a sickle in my chest.
Glenn Close was kirking him up.
Glenn Close, more like Glenn
Nancy, more like Nancy. Glenn Reagan.
Oh, Jesus.
Glenn Trump. Anyways, but no, yes. So it's like, I mean, fucking, you said it yourself, Kerry Washington. What the fuck did they put her in this movie for? For what?
Smoke a cigarette.
That's it.
Her story is interesting, but it's really just her story. They don't do anything particularly intriguing with it. Like, it is kind of the driving crux to a big mystery scene in the movie where it flashes back to the meeting between the Monsignor where he chases Judd out of the house but throwing the book at him, right? And it establishes that each one of those characters would have the motive for wanting to kill the Monsignor. Cool, but like, I don't know, man. I didn't even view her as a suspect because, like, what the fuck did she have to lose or gain?
Andrew Scott doing jack shit in this fucking movie, bro.
Well, no, he was there and he wrote a book and.
Bro, he didn't do shit in the fucking. He wasn't doing anything. He was just there in 4 scenes. And
I should also never be in a situation where I'm watching a movie and I forget that my fallback wife, number 783, Kaylee Spaney, is in the movie. I did multiple times. She would show up on screen and be like, "Oh shit, Kaylee Spaney." Nate, well.
Yeah, I forgot she was in this bitch.
No, genuinely, I think. But one of the few people that's in here, and he's very like he's utilized because his part isn't super massive. Jeffrey Wright, but I think that's just because I like Jeffrey Wright and anything that he's in.
I agree.
I just enjoy seeing him.
I agree. I think he was great. He stole every scene he was in, especially at the end. It was incredible. It was awesome. I would have liked to have seen him in a Knives Out movie where he had more to do, probably a bigger role. But I think he was great with what he did.
All in all, I think this movie is still though a 5 out of 5 because it is hard to even for even a fraction of the power that you display in the past 2 films, and to be able to sheerly one up that is no small feat within and of itself, especially with the fact that the budget for this movie is nearly $200,000. Yeah, So it's 200 million. Sorry, it's 151.7 million. It was in theaters for 2 weeks and made 2.5 million gross. I really hate Netflix because I feel like this is a movie that could have done
2.5. It only made 2.5 million. Oh yeah, limited release.
Limited release, yes. Yeah. That's why I'm saying like this is one of those things where I feel like unlike K-pop Demon Hunters, if they release this back into theaters, won't do as well. I feel like this should have had a simultaneous release.
Yeah.
Or in tandem, because there are still people who enjoy, movies and cinema enough to where they'd want to see it in the theater, or just people who are like,
I went to watch this movie. It was like 7 o'clock. It was like a 7 o'clock showing on a Tuesday night. Shit was packed. It was full to the
exactly.
Brim. I didn't buy a ticket ahead of time because I was like, it's fucking Tuesday. I was gonna buy shit. There was 2 seats left.
Yeah, bro.
In the movie theater I went to, packed on a Tuesday. So people yearn for the cinema. People want to watch this shit on the screen. So, but yeah, they really fumbled. What did you rate it, Matt?
I gave this, I think, a 4.5 to a 5 because like the first Knives Out was a 4. Second one was like a 4 to a 4.5 because I just had so much fun. And this one just, like you said, it's easy to connect with Josh's father Judd. I like how they also portray him as the outlier of the different priests that we see in the movie. For like very briefly, we saw Jeffrey Wright and those other 2 priests with him. They felt very much by the book. Jeffrey Wright was looking at, he had a soft spot for Father Judd, and of course Monsignor Wicks was fucking
a piece of shit,
Catholic Trump. Like he was terrible. So Judd was just this like bright-eyed hope for the world type guy, and I really enjoy, and especially in the times that we're in right now. We needed that. We needed something like that. Of course, I'm gonna enjoy Daniel Craig no matter what. That's been my boy since Casino Royale, dog. That's my fucking guy.
That's been my boy since he married Rachel Weisz.
That's my guy. That's my fucking guy. So seeing him in this is no.
What you think about Kaylee?
She's all right.
Andrew Scott
underutilized grossly. Yeah. He was in there for like all of maybe 10 minutes, max 10 minutes. And his 10 minutes were spent glazing Monsignor Wicks.
It's so annoying, bro.
Well, we'll do anything for you.
What about fucking Jeremy Renner?
Can't act.
He was so bad in this movie. So bad.
Wasted.
If Jeremy Renner is going to be really, really doing well when it comes to unemployment in about 3 years, because he plays a really good bad life man. Very good divorced
good
dad
life,
man.
I feel very like, divorced but dad.
Yeah.
I feel like
also Mila Kunis, she was dog shit in this too.
She's the worst part. She was absolutely the worst part.
Mila, genuinely, I knew she was in this beforehand, and yet still when she got put on the screen, I just went, ugh. Jump scare. Okay.
Bitch, get a job.
That was weird. Whoa. You're still here. They let you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Wow. It's like there's a lot of things I was like, man, this movie should not work, because like, a lot of supporting cast not there. A lot of like some of the writing for them is like not there. But man, I don't know, man. It just feels like Ryan really had some things he needed to get off his chest, some things he really wanted to say about faith and religion, and the people abusing said faith and said religion to kind of, for their own political and personal and economic gains, and how vile and corrupted the whole system is. And there's just something so beautiful about him being like, but there's still hope. And there are good ones out there, and there are good people, and some good can come from it. Can come from it regardless of how you feel about faith or religion. And I don't know. I just think that and maybe it's because I watched on the big screen and a group full of people, and maybe the times that we're living in, and there was just something so hopeful about it that I was just like, this shit is hitting, bro. This shit hits. And like I said, just filmmaking, it's the best Knives Out movie he's made. He's doing some incredible shit with the fucking camera. He's doing some incredible shit.
The camera work is, bro,
out of his fucking mind.
I know it probably was even better on the screen. Like I said, whenever Benoit shows up and talks to Judd, and you see it shift from dark when Judd's praying to
light,
sun, and it's like, wow, and he's describing how he feels about the world, and then it switches back to dark. I was like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah, bro.
And then the stained glass, the stained glass being its own character in this movie was crazy. The shot of Monsignor Wick's mom, Heather, or whatever her name was, Grace, running into the church, and like it was just red, and I was like, this shit's so good.
I was saying, it's
the itch.
It's what I said whenever we talked. I talked about it when I watched it. Was that I was like, it feels like Ryan was really flexing his muscles. He's like, this is what I can do. He's like, this is what I can do from a filmmaker, like as a filmmaker. Like
he said,
watch this. Watch this.
He's
watch me do all this cool shit. And he really did. And so I don't know, man, that really worked with me. The pros far outweigh the cons, and I had a great time. It's my favorite of the three. I think just because the themes really resonated with me as a recovering Catholic. I think it really spoke to me. But yeah, I gave it a 4 stars out of 5. But again, I think it was incredible.
And I know they want to make more of these. So
Ryan said he wants to keep making them until he's dead.
Yeah, bro, I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna be honest.
These are bangers.
I think genuinely, like, as much as I like John Wick, right? Something like this would I feel like would have worked a little bit better, where it's just like an anthology of like a bunch of miscellaneous mysteries, and character development kind of happens there. You can see the side effects of it throughout the narrative of the film itself, right? Displayed, like, for instance, the first one is just the introduction to Blanc and how he operates, right? But the second one is Blanc finding purpose and finding meaning in his life once again through like solving a mystery, finally really being challenged. And I thought it was really funny also how he's like, it's so stupid. That's why I couldn't solve it, because it's just stupid. It's made by an idiot. Right. And then the third one, it's him struggling with faith and like something alluding to his past, relating to him not vibing with faith in that whole community. Right. I feel like if you have something like that, where we don't get an entire movie explaining what happened, and then the next movie is directly connected to that, I feel like you can do so much with a character like Blanc. So if Ryan's gonna keep making these until he's dead, more power to him. Because I rate this a straight up fucking 5 out of 5, purely because as much as I would have like these negatives are so small and minuscule, they don't outweigh the major positive. And plus, like I said, achieving what is already topping greatness not once but now twice is no small feat.
Donald Trump top greatness too.
In a world of very homogenized cinema where everything's very cookie cutter and four quadrant, it is good to see a director making something for the sake of art.
Bill Clinton. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I like the not giving Benoit Blanc a black backstory. I like how he just
he just appears.
I like that
it lets you form your own narrative for him.
Exactly. You fill in the blanks. It leaves it to audience interpretation.
What matters is these other characters, the supporting cast. Those are the characters we care about. Those are the ones who are involved. Those are the ones whose lives are being affected. Benoit is just a device for us, the audience, to figure out
to peel back the layers of the
exactly.
Onion.
Now we win. We win if Ryan can give, if you have a combination of Rian Johnson and Daniel Craig giving this character personality, charisma, and making us love and fall in love with him. That's an added bonus. But he's merely there as a narrative device so that the audience can discover what's going on.
That's why I feel like it's great when you have Blanc written the way he is, where he doesn't have this giant, sprawling, very specific backstory. Because as much as he peels apart the layers of these people, right, and really exposes their deeper layers, and we discover more about them, we can discover ways to not get concrete answers, but make our own inferences on Blanc. You know, he kind of has the narrative, I guess, be his own Blanc, essentially peeling his layers back, and you can kind of get layers of what he's been up to, little hints, and form your own conclusions. And it's that interactivity that you wouldn't get if this was just like some 4-quadrant thing that's like, this summer Daniel Craig's a big old mystery solving boy and he's gonna do it again. Like there's an attention to detail, you know, that's very rare. So 5 out of 5 for me.
Banger. Give me more. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
One last thought on this before we close out. I do like that each film has an underlying theme that is tied to the socio-political climate at that time. For example, the first film dealt heavily with immigrants, immigration,
and the 1%.
And the 1%, yes. And that came out around, what was that, 2019? 2 years into Trump's 1
presidency.
The second one dealt a lot with billionaires, tech bros, and amassing wealth, and it felt very much like they're poking fun at Elon Musk.
Conservative conspiracy theories.
And I was like, this is cool because we're in the height of, it was the middle of the pandemic. Like this is tying out to real life.
This third one, fascism.
This third one felt like it dealt heavily with religion, faith, and how wealth corrupts, you know. And I think that was very poignant.
How power corrupts.
Yes, how power corrupts. I feel like that's very relevant to what we've seen in the last last year.
And the rotting and corruption of faith and religion, and how what was once an institution that could bring about good and positive change has now been absolutely rotted from its core.
Yeah, the weaponization of benevolence, essentially. And I like it,
Yeah, it's good. He's got a lot to say about shit. And it felt really personal as well, which I really enjoyed.
I'm very interested to see what subtext he tackles maybe like fucking, I don't know, like healthcare or something in the next one, probably.
I think what I'm very curious
Gambling.
is to see what cast
Gooners.
he gets together. I need him to get together. That's one of the most exciting things about these movies is
the
seeing
cast.
what group of actors he gets to work with. Yeah.
Here's the thing: we've avoided Adam Scott for this long. I wonder how much longer we can keep doing that. Or not Adam Scott, Adam Driver. I like Adam Scott. Adam Scott would be good in this. I would watch an Adam Scott.
Adam Scott would be great.
Adam Scott would be great in this, especially after you see that
Adam
trailer for
Driver would
Hokum.
make you want to punch somebody.
Trailer for what?
The trailer for Hokum.
What's Hokum?
It's a horror movie. I think Adam Scott's in it. It's coming out.
Pretty good.
Could have been added to our trailer block, but I didn't think anybody else watched it. I saw it for like 2 seconds.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay.
I'm on that mean, so I forgot.
we gotta close out the episode, but before we do, everybody say one person you would want to see in a Knives Out movie.
Easy. Ready?
Go.
All right, go for it.
Diego Luna.
Ooh.
Diego Luna.
That's a
yes.
That's a blanket statement for all my Latino brothers. Pedro, Oscar, Diego, Gael.
I was gonna say Gael would be crazy in this.
Yeah,
especially after watching Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, that's a blanket statement for all the Latinos in Hollywood. Any of them.
I think my black brother Austin Butler, because people online were saying how who's the successor for Denzel, and I was like, what do you mean?
He
Austin Butler.
Denzel handpicked Austin when they did the Snowman comment.
Because what's it called? Glenn is Tom Cruise Jr., so who's Denzel Jr., not John David. Love you, bro.
Butler.
No, I would love to see Austin Butler in a film like this. I feel like he would get too like dialed in like he did with Elvis, and he'd be talking in an accent for 6 months after the film releases. But he would
Benoit Blanc prequel. Austin Butler.
He's gonna be speaking like that for a year.
No. Okay.
I don't know. I have some other people too, but I'm trying to figure out who would fit the best in a movie like this.
I genuinely
Coleman Domingo.
Coleman Domingo would eat.
Coleman Domingo would eat, and that is a great one. Personally, if I were to pick an actor, because I recently started watching the new season of Fallout, Walton Goggins would be amazing.
That's a given.
Because
White Lotus.
Because I'm thinking he is white. Well, not white. That is one of the worst seasons of White Lotus. So like contrast that, but he's good in it, right? But take his character from Vice Principals, right, with a sprinkle of like that White Lotus energy, and then right there in the middle ground, just for the fuck of it, mixing that really horrible piece of shit that he plays from fucking Righteous Gemstone, the Uncle Baby Billy. I would love that. I would love that so much, people. But yeah, almost as hilarious as how much of a fun time we've had on this episode of the Cinestro Core. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and enduring with us this monstrous episode. We thank you so much. If you want to go ahead and keep up to date on all things going on behind the scenes within the latest and greatest hips and happenings of Hollywood, go ahead and follow our people over at Backstage OL. We'll give you the inside scoop on all the latest and greatest things going on. Noel. Is it their jingle?
It is now. I just made it. I just thought of that.
For free. They have recently expanded their market. As you can see, they're definitely not hurting for cash because even accidentally we've promoted them. And one day they will call us back. But they do basically what we do, but more gooder with more funding and just more in general. So if you want to know what's going on, go ahead and tap in with Backstage OL for the little backstage preview. And if you want to tap into other things, well, sounds like an operating system.
Backstage OL.
And also, while you're tapping into people, tap in with me at Tari Singo on all my social media except for my Instagram, which is at Big Papa Tari. Recently, I uploaded a YouTube video, which is I actually do have a jingle. I gotta find the MP3 somewhere. But I do comic book content, and while my internet is currently dog shit, I'm not able to stream at twitch.tv/TariSingle, but you should still follow me for when I get back to that. But up until my birthday, I am doing
literally
the 12
next
days
week
of Tarmus. Where? Yeah, my birthday. Oh my god.
Hey,
Oh
how old
my
are you
god, dude.
turning? 26.
26. 1 foot in the grave, baby. 1 foot
Holy
in the grave.
shit!
You off that insurance. You off that insurance.
Oh
You're
god.
closer to death, baby boy.
It's even funnier that you thought I was insured.
Yeah,
My
this is
dad's
America,
African,
brother.
bro. Our fucking insurance provider is the Lord. If God can't cure it, amen. You're with the ancestors
In
now. It
Jesus'
is what it
name.
is.
In Jesus,
Blood of
I
Jesus.
rebuke it. I rebuke it.
Blood of Jesus. I rebuke
I
it.
rebuke it.
I
I
rebuke
rebuke it. I rebuke
I have
it.
put garlic and lemon in the cup, but my son is still coughing up blood. What is this, eh?
This
What
is
is
witchcraft,
happening,
eh? This is witchcraft, eh?
You
But
know what this
I
is,
am
witchcraft?
uploading more videos. I have a Dragon Ball Z, or sorry, original Dragon Ball
Why are
parody
you gay?
dropping hopefully tomorrow. So lore accurate African file.
Why are you
Definitely
gay?
be on the lookout for that. I'm also going to be doing new content eventually, so keep on the lookout for that. And last but not least,
Watch out
while
for
you're
his
keeping on the
OnlyFans.
lookout, you not my OnlyFans, but if you want to know when we have our Angel Young meetup OnlyFans collab for our 3 years Sinestro Core celebration,
You're
or
not
4
ready.
year.
You're not ready for the ropes. I would be
follow.
Jesus Christ.
If we met Angel Young,
We call him Father Judd. We call him Father Judd.
Have him join.
Let's just say they call me the Lone Ranger because, brother, I'm shooting
everything about this. I don't like it.
like a fork with some spaghetti, brother. I'm twirling.
Wrap that shit up. We'll do something for 3 years.
But yeah.
Close that whole out for me,
At Sinestro Corp on all platforms legally, we do not have an SDN, so it is one single Sinestro Corp. We are still in a lengthy custody battle with that bitch Janine for custody of the S. But we're trying our best. And if you've enjoyed us trying our best, share us with your friends, enemies, loved ones, people you like, dislike, or even people on the street. Be like, hey, homeless man, I don't have any. Yeah, hey, homeless man, I don't have any money for you, but scan this QR code with that phone you don't have and follow us in Sinestro Corp. Do that.
Share this is the best tip you could give a barista. Check out the Cinestro
On
Corp.
God, print it out on a piece of paper and put it in the tip jar. They will love
that. We're gonna get so much hate.
They will matter of fact, even do it to police, bro. Like, think about it. Their guns can only be so secure. Just put a little note in there. It's what that extra room in the holsters for.
I don't
just reach
condone
for
this.
I condone it.
I don't condone this.
Nah, go for it, bro. Be brave.
Be brave and follow us.
Put your hand into the register.
And we will see y'all. We will see y'all at the movies. Love, peace, and cinema.
Cinestro Core, we're the dream, yeah. New episode Saturday afternoon. We in your ear, that comic book crew. More good it takes, what we do. Cinestro Core, we're the crew.